What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm doing a quick intro for you because this week we are starting something new that I've never done before. This is going to be a full week of workouts with an amateur wellness bodybuilder who is on her second week of prep. I am feeling a little slightest bit under the weather this morning. I just feel like an itch coming in my throat and I feel like a little lightheaded, so I don't know how the intensity is going to be today, but I will still run you through my first day of the week, which is a leg day. It is mostly quads and a bit of glutes, and I will run you through just what I do, some of my thought processes and cues behind everything that I'm doing. What I'm not going to do is tell you reps and sets because I pay a hefty amount of money to my coach for him to provide me this information, so I will not be sharing details of reps and sets that I'm doing, but I will give you the general layout of the exercises that I'm doing as well as any cues and tips that I might have and just any random thoughts. I haven't done a full mic'd up workout in a very long time, so I don't know what I will say, but it'll be fun. So without further ado, welcome back to the channel. Like I said, if you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I love that you're here and I'm happy and excited to share this journey with you guys. So let's get going because it's late and I'm hungry, so I need to get this workout done. I've been starting my workouts out for the past multiple weeks with 20 minutes of walking because I have to get 10,000 steps on top of the cardio that I do. So the 45 minutes of cardio that I did this morning does not count towards my steps. I am at 9,000 or so total steps. 6,300-ish of those were from my cardio, so I just have to add 6,300 to 10,000. So my goal for the day is 16,300. I have about 6,000-ish steps left to go. I'm not going to do the full 20 right now because I do want to get my workout done rather quickly because like I said, it's a little late. It's 1 p.m. and I only have 2 meals in me. Normally when I've been procrastinating going to the gym a little bit longer like this, I'll eat half of my next meal and then eat the other half post-workout and then my meal 4 and then my meal 5. But I didn't do that this morning, so I'm only fully on my egg white and spinach breakfast, and then my low day bowl of cream of rice, which is just cream of rice, protein powder, and strawberries. No blueberries, no peanut butter, like how I have on my moderate days. It is a Monday. I don't think I mentioned that, so if you're caught up to my recent videos, you know that Monday, Tuesday have been low days for me. Tomorrow I check in with my coach to see if that changes at all. As of now, Monday, low day. Tomorrow, Tuesday, another low day. Sunday was a moderate day, so I do have a good amount of food in my system from yesterday. So we'll see how this workout goes. Like I said, my Oura Ring did detect that I woke up a little bit under the weather this morning, which when I woke up, I was number one, bleeding. I'm on my period. It's also the first day of my period. And I had no symptoms, I had no PMS symptoms this morning. My Oura Ring did say something is a little wrong, physiological stress. There's something off about my symptoms that happened this morning, and I was oh, that's a little weird because I kind of felt fine. Then as I got moving, did my cardio, now I ate my food and everything, I'm okay, something is definitely a little off. Feel a little raspy in my throat, and I'm just the slightest bit congested. So I'm gonna get this workout done, not as quick as possible, but as effectively and efficiently as possible. They are playing Suicide Boys today, which I do like. Maybe I won't use my headphones today. Vice loves to start playing Suicide Boys and then change it. It's a very random playlist. Do a quick rollout on my lower back and my glutes. Do some quads here. Do my hips here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think a large majority of this workout is gonna end up me just singing to you guys, especially if they continue on with the Suicide Boys. We're gonna start off on the adductor machine, and then we're gonna superset that with some hamstring curls. These aren't programmed as supersets, but I do it as a superset because it's in the same area and it just gets done quicker. So we're gonna do some adductors and then some hamstring curls, and then proceed on forward. My adductors, I'm working to place a really big emphasis on them here. Ooh. Oh, it's hitting, bro. Not me busting it open like this. Bro, I love Suicide Boys. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, my adductors are definitely a lot stronger than my abductors. I'm at 130 here right now, and it's hard for me to do an abduction at 130. working to make sure that we keep a lot of tension, especially on the eccentric here, like on the way out, and then like squeeze. Do like a 3, 2, 1 eccentric, and then like a squeeze 1 second concentric. Like leaning out for sure. Over here, we are obviously gonna do some hamstring curls. I gotta set up this machine. We're doing pretty much what's gonna end up being like a top set first, and then going into like back downs right away. Gotta move this seat all the way up. Hello, there we go. I'm gonna get this as tight on my thighs as possible to really like lock me in place here. Ooh, I think I'm gonna get skinnier, guys. There we go. I also like to lean forward on these sometimes to get an even deeper stretch in my hamstrings here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Again, do like a slow, controlled eccentric all the way up here. And then a tight, quick concentric there. Even pause it down here for some extra tension. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3. And then when you get to the end, when I get to my desired reps, I always just kind of pulse at the end for some extra tension, for just like extra little reps. You want to get as most out of your sets as you possibly can. And the way to do that is to do pulses. Like if you can't complete a full rep because you're like worn out, do pulses. That's better than just stopping at like 10 or 12 reps. Immediately hopping right back into some more adductors. Like I said, we're supersetting these 2 movements. Again, to just kind of get it out of the way. And by get it out of the way, I mean just like get it done quicker. Let me go up. Good stretch. All right, we're going 140 for these. Again, slow, controlled, eccentric, making sure that I'm really feeling the stretch here and allowing as much time under tension as possible. Kind of pausing out here, pausing here, eccentric, quick, concentric. You don't want to just whip out your reps as quickly as possible. You're literally wasting your time and your energy if you're doing that. You want to make sure that you're feeling your muscles. You're using up the time under tension. You're taking your time with your exercises. You can get more out of 2 quality sets of time under tension, pause reps, holding reps in place like that, than you will out of 4 or 5 sets where you're just whipping through them and stopping when you get to 10, even though you had many more reps left in the tank. Let's do 3 more. I always need help getting out of there. Over here, I did go ahead and make this announcement already on Instagram. I am working with Evogen supplements now. So in here we have a scoop of their hydration powder with just like, you know, hydration, sodium, some electrolyte type stuff, and then a scoop of their stimulant pre-workout, like there is caffeine in it. So this is kind of like my pre-workout and my intra-workout mixed into one. You can use code EG for Evogen and code EG for Glute. They changed the suicide boys. So I might have to turn the music back on in my headphones. What's funny is that I was listening to salsa in my headphones. So we're going back to the Mark Anthony salsa. We're gonna aim to do more reps here than I did in my first set now. Now that I'm a little more warmed up. And then let's see how this goes.
That you better cook like you were Asian. Wrote a lot of verses, but I never wrote no statement. I've been in the rooms, I never did no contemplating. This bitch wanna argue, I ain't doing no debating. Seen her with a nigga, wait, Wells Fargo, why I'm thinking, nigga. Heard your album sales tanking, nigga. My bro is down the road, shank, nigga. Cut her off, she got too attached. I ain't wasting time that I'm never getting back. Taking less L. Making more ill. Now she acting like she can. Take it to the pit. All right, you guys, we are officially on the hack squat machine now. As you see, I did put on my knee sleeves. We're only doing 2 sets on here, and then we are proceeding forward the rest of my workout. Monday is low-key my quickest leg day. That's what's pushing me to get through this, because again, I don't feel like 100%. Something's definitely off about me right now. I think it's kind of in my head. Maybe it's the fact that I have this tight ass bun in my head right now also. That could probably be affecting me, but definitely symptom-wise, I'm just not feeling 100%. So I'm just trying to get this done, working to get this done. We did load up the resistance band on here to kind of assist me. I have been using the resistance band, so the band helps a little bit.
So I use the band. I also throw on my knee sleeves, as you can tell. And then I have 2 full 45s and a 25 per side. We're gonna aim to do this for like 10, and then we're gonna drop the weight and then do like 15 or so, and then proceed forward from there. Wish me luck. Pray for me. What do I want to listen to is a question. Okay, let's do Play Master of Puppets by Metallica. All right, you better lock this in, girl. Come on. We're gonna keep this weight and just go up in reps because I definitely just stopped at 10. I preached this failure shit, but I definitely just stopped at 10. I could have done 12. So we're keeping this weight and we're gonna do 12. Be so brutally honest with you guys right now. It is getting to the point of my workout where I am dissociating. I just turned on Rob Zombie. We are in that mode right now. I have to do some RDLs. I'm going to show you the trick that I implemented for RDLs to feel them in my glutes better. And then we have to do sumo, deadlifts, and then some calf raises. And then we're going to pose for a little bit because I haven't posed in heels in over a week. So we're going to do some posing, all that our Monday session. I still kind of do have a hard time connecting my RDLs to my glutes. So one of my internet friends, Megan, right now, she's one of Sophia's clients. She posted this on she posted a reel about this on how to feel your RDLs better. You take a band like this, you wrap it around like your ankles. You want your heels to step on it and the top part of the band to be like right where your ankle meets your foot. And then you're gonna push externally. Like you're gonna rotate your knees externally away from your body to engage your glutes more in the hinged position. And then when you go down, the tension of the band is gonna help remind you to keep pushing your knees out externally. And that's gonna engage the glutes better in the hinged hip positioning.
Taste me, you will see. More is all you
officially on our last major exercise. We're gonna do sumo deadlifts here on the Smith machine. I really like these because you can control the eccentric a lot better on here than I feel like on a barbell. I've never done them on a barbell, but I do like the stability of the Smith machine over here. For sumo, we're gonna make sure that we are obviously in a sumo stance, and this is actually fun because I used to pull sumo in my powerlifting days, as some of you may know. So we're gonna go in our sumo stance, making sure that our toes are angled like slightly outwards, and then we're gonna do the same thing that we did in the regular RDLs, where we're making sure that our knees are rotating externally to really make sure that we are getting a good like hinge in our hips and really good sensation in our glutes right here. Biggest thing to keep in mind with hip hinge like RDL movements is to keep your shins as vertical as possible and make sure that all the movement stays in your hips and not in like your knees. Like you don't want to squat and do like, you know, like a squat deadlift thing. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure your knees should barely be moving in an RDL or like a hip hinge motion like this. All the movement should be in your hips. So we're going to be here, and then again we're going to keep our knees pretty like right above our ankles. Our knees are not really going to move. All the motion is going to be in our hips. So we're going to push back, 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 probably down to like here. We don't want my back to come down a lot. You just want to make sure that all the effort is like right here. Again, rotating those knees externally, really making sure that we are pulling and pushing back through our glutes, hinging our hips, and then we're going to pull ourselves back up. And I'm gonna work to stop like right here, not do like a full lockout, so that I keep some tension in my like tie-in, like glute area right here at the top. And then we're gonna just come right back down from there. So stop here, keep tension in that glute area, and then come back down from there. One more thing, the reason why I use the steps right here, bar won't go down as far as I want it to before my hips get into the position that I want them to get into. So that's why we elevate our feet a little bit so that I have more range of motion in the bar's motion, not necessarily in like my motion, if that makes sense. Let's do this. Hello guys, welcome to Tuesday's workout. This is my second training day of the week, and I did make this video up for you just a couple days ago. The week that I recorded these workouts, I was feeling a little bit under the weather on Tuesday, so I didn't end up doing any training or cardio, but that actually ended up benefiting me pretty well. So I did make up this workout for you guys on Tuesday of the following week. And so here we are. Tuesday is pretty much just a chill upper body workout for me, just like my Friday is, that I will end up showing you guys towards the end of this video. I do some shoulders and some back. As a wellness competitor, I don't need to have an enormous upper body. It just kind of has to be well-rounded and proportional to my lower body. So we're just making sure that my delts are capped and that my back is wide to continue to give me an hourglass figure that I need for the division. Coupled with this Tuesday session, I do also have to do my cardio, which ends up being the sprint and elliptical that I talked to you guys about at the end of this video also on Friday's session. So I do 2 sessions, 2 cardio days of sprints and elliptical cardio, and then 2 full elliptical cardio days. Of course, this is all just my protocol, so what works for me will not always work for you, so don't just copy me blindly, but I am telling you guys all these details about what I'm going through and my prep and everything, so that you guys can just like see what it's like living this lifestyle. And you can decide if it's something that you maybe think that you would be into also. I know that I was heavily inspired to compete by some of the other bodybuilding women that I follow, girls like Sophia and Kenzie, and watching them live this lifestyle made me realize that I too want to push myself in the way that they do. This isn't just glitz and glam and show day sparkles and then eating a bunch of food after your show. It's literally months of hard work, if not years of hard work before leading up to show day, and you can't just expect to want to be excited about show day and not be ready to work towards what is show day for years in advance. Like, I've been building up my physique for this point for over 5, going on 6 years at this point. So this isn't just something that I decided I wanted to do after a year or 2 of being consistent in the gym. Again, I've been doing this for literally 6 years almost. So I have a ton of muscle on my body, a ton of density in my lower legs, or like in my legs in general, which allow me to hop on a stage quicker than most with just hiring a coach. So I hope this offers a little bit of perspective to anyone considering wanting to go down the route of bodybuilding. Learn to live the lifestyle, learn to cut, learn to train and love training before you decide that you want to do a prep and compete.
New location unlocked. As you can tell, we are not at Vice. We are at H&S today. It is in East Downtown. Wanted to try it out today. I came here last week and I had to produce a workout, and I honestly just needed to get like a decent sweat in because I was a bit sick. I still am a little congested, sniffly, and gross, but I figured the heat and a good sweat would help kind of knock this out of me. And I woke up to a new low this morning, and I'm hoping that I can get a good video of my little vein that popped out last week. So today we have another leg day on the menu. We're gonna do Bulgarian split squats, leg press, adductor, abductor, cable kickbacks. I think that's it. I'm about to run through it. We're gonna see how today's workout goes. I'm gonna see what I end up showing you guys and how much I end up talking to you, because I might just have to lock in and focus on not passing out, because it is about 90 degrees and humid today, and it is very stuffy in here. We'll see how this workout ends up going. Okay, we're at our first exercise. We're doing Bulgarian split squats, quad focus Bulgarian split squats, and we're here. This is one of the pockets of this gym that has no air circulation, so it's really hot and it's gross. And my biggest thing, I hate when my hair touches my sweaty back, so I need to get moving before too much of that starts going up. I'm still working on like finding my right placement here. I'm like so particular about the way that I do split squats, especially when I need to like differentiate obviously between quad and glute focus. So for quad, I aim to have my foot pretty much like underneath my hips, like my heel in line with my hips almost. And I always elevate my heel so that helps me get a better range of motion with my heel or with my ankle flexion, and allows my knee to like come forward a lot more. The more knee flexion you have, the more quad engagement is going to be in your split squat. Really working to just drive that knee forward. I always start with my right leg. My right quad is the weaker one of the two. So I'm going to start with my right, do as many as I can, and then match the effort with my left one, because that's the stronger one at this point.
Hoy la noche se acaba, tú desnuda en mi cama. Anoche te soñé y me quedé con la ganas. Baby, apaga el celular que te quiero disfrutar. No le vayas a contestar, no, yeah. Y ese traje se ve bien con tu nalga apretada, pero es hora de quitarlo. Ey, hoy la noche es tuya y mía. La luz está apagada, pero tú estás prendida. La nota me dice que siga. Te voy a dar hasta que Dios diga. Ey, hoy la noche es tuya y mía. La luz está apagada, pero tú estás prendida. La nota me dice que siga. Te voy a dar hasta que Dios diga. Tan dura que hasta Ricky Martin quiere darte. Tú llegas y estas putas empiezan a envidiarte. Y tu gato dice que es real, pero él te miente. De ser real hasta la muerte y ya. Porque ese ego tuyo está celoso. Y esos labios allá abajo tan jugosos. Baby, hoy la noche es de nosotros. Y ese totito en mi boca está chicloso. Que no perdone la vida en Jesucristo. Fue que yo te vi, me tropecé con tu culito. Baby, no me compares porque yo nunca compito. Me voy no se va a atrapar la ring con Margarito. Yo solo quiero perrearte en la cama, amarrarte, morderte y lamberte toda tu parte.
I have no idea if you guys can either see me or hear me right now. It is raining, and I'm obviously like being backlit right now, so you can't see me right now, but hopefully you can hear me well. But I finished my split squats. We're about to do a little superset of abductions and adductor. Ooh, it's thundering. We'll proceed forward from there. I'm gonna do, I think, like 3 sets of adductors, so like closing, and then 2 sets of abductions where I like push open. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna try to change the angle around as much as I can, but I obviously don't want to get the camera too close to the door here because it's like raining and like the wind is blowing in a little bit of a drizzle. I hope you can see me. Oh, you can see me. Perfect. Okay. We're on leg press now. I have this, and then I have cable kickbacks. This isn't the regular leg press. This is a leg press where I can do like one leg at a time, which is kind of better for me because, like I said, one leg of mine, my right leg, is definitely less strong than my left leg. So I definitely need to work to balance that out a little bit. So the single leg movements are better for me, I feel like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with my right leg. We're gonna do like 8 to 10, as many as I can get pretty much till failure. And then I'm gonna match whatever I do on my left leg so that my left leg isn't being like overpowered because the strength difference is pretty significant. I just did like a warm-up set and my left leg felt so easy and my right leg was a bit of a struggle. We're gonna see how many I can do here. I have a plate and a quarter per side.
Tuyo siempre coge esto prestado y yo 40,000 pies en el jet trepao. Tú eres mi Lady Gaga, yo tu Rally Cooper. Ella se lo traga y me lo escupe. Tú quieres comerme, yo siempre lo supe. Si quieres te compro la Range o la Mini Cooper y te compro un bebido Gucci pa' que te lo ponga con los tacones Prada. Te veo typing pero no envías nada. Tírame el location y espérame en la entrada.
Que te compré.
We are almost done. We are doing cable kickbacks now. These are exhausting. My Thursday leg day is my most exhausting leg day because I have so many like single leg movements that it obviously takes me double the time to do any of these exercises because I gotta do both legs. This is what it takes to get great glutes is a lot of glute day movements like this. I'm gonna go ahead and lock in and do these. And then we are calling it a day. I do need a walk. I told myself I would walk later. I didn't walk to start off this workout, so I gotta figure that out. Here we go. My glutes are like the opposite of my quads. My left glute is like the weaker one compared to my right glute. So I started with my left leg with the kickbacks, and we're gonna match it with the right leg now. I don't know what's wrong with my legs. Don't ask me, but if you have imbalances like I do, either like size-wise or strength-wise, this is how you fix them. You need to pretty much start the weaker limb, go to failure pretty much, and then just match it with the stronger leg and just hope that you're doing something correct over time. Hello friends, welcome to Friday's training session. We do have just a quick and easy back day today. Friday is my second upper body training day of the week. It's mostly back. Yeah, it's entirely back. And then I have to do my cardio also. I haven't done cardio since Monday at this point, and I skipped my first round of sprints that I was supposed to do on Tuesday because again I was sick. So today I have to do sprints and the elliptical. It's not making anything up, like this is my programmed regular Friday cardio session. We're gonna get get this back workout done as efficiently as possible and then get that cardio done and then leave. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm like not here mentally today. This is just the reality of training. You know, some days you want to be here, some days you really don't. Today's one of those days where I'm just like, I need to get in and out. And I've spent too much time on my phone already, so I need to just get off my phone and just get it going. So we're gonna start off here, lat pull downs here. I wish this gym had a mag grip. The mag grip is my favorite grip for a lat pull down situation. They don't have one here. So we're gonna go in with the these two like D handles and then just do like kind of neutral grip pull downs with these. Go on with like 70 pounds.
Time to strike a match and light up this juke joint. One by one, you hang them high. Your hands are steady and you sleep at night. How did you turn your heart to stone? I don't want them back, but I can't let go. Hangman, answer me now. You owe me a debt, you stole him from me. I hated you once, I envy you now. Just tell me how, tell me how.
So here we're doing single arm D handle rows here. I kind of like lean into it a little bit and just make sure that I get a full stretch in the arm that I'm using and then come to a full contraction at the top here, making sure I feel a good stretch in my lats as I go down and then come up and squeeze. And I think of pulling the handle down towards my hip, not just like shrugging it back in my shoulder, but like really using my back to pull like down towards my hip.
Oh, she got that water. Hangman got that water. Don't act like you don't know. Giddy up, back. Don't pay me in gold. Giddy up. Back outside, I'm on the road. Giddy up, hey. When the sun goes down, it's now you're back.
I hope you can hear me. We're about to do dumbbell, bent over dumbbell row. Again, pretty straightforward. You're gonna grab and then you're going to pull like back towards your hip. A lot of people want to like shrug with their entire shoulder and just come like all the way up here. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna come here. I put like alternate foot forward. So if I'm pulling with my left arm, my right arm going, my right leg is going forward, my left leg is going back, so I have room to pull. And then again, instead of just like shrugging, you're gonna think of pulling back towards your hip, and again, using your lat to pull, not just like shrugging your shoulder.
Can hear her body howl. I feel her eyeing me like, oh. Hide your man when a hangman coming down. She's a tyrant. Every time I ride it, make it look so good.
What we have left is cable rope face pulls, and then we're gonna superset that with tricep push downs with the cable rope face pulls. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. This is the reality of training. I don't, in fact, wake up excited to do this every day, especially a day like this, like my upper body. I'm like, I at this point don't care to train my upper body. Even before I hired my coach, I was barely hitting upper body. I was like kind of hitting some shoulders. I wasn't doing a lot of back. I'm like, honestly, my back is pretty well defined. I didn't want to grow it on my own anymore. So I was kind of just doing legs and shoulders. And now I just need like a little bit more to make sure that I have that hourglass look that I need for figure. That hourglass look that I need for wellness. Kind of just working to maintain what I have at this point. I did tell you guys that I would give you guys more details about what I do for cardio. On my sprint days, right now I have 10 intervals of sprints at 30 seconds each, which sounds like a lot. And it is a lot because I'm dreading doing it, but it's not that bad. It's doable, you know, a minute and a half rest. So I start at the minute 30. So by like the minute 15-ish, I start cranking up the speed. We're gonna start at like a speed of, let's try like 7.5. Like normally I'd start at like 8, but since I'm feeling weird, we're gonna start at 7.5 and see how this feels. Okay, a couple things. Definitely have to tie up these pants. That was hard, but the first one's always the hardest. And then we're gonna wait until the 3:30 mark, and then we're gonna go again. And I do that 8 more times, and that's it. Or so we go until the 20-minute mark, pretty much, and then I'm done again after 10 rounds, 20-minute mark, and then I have 25 on the elliptical to do right after here. That's my cardio today.
How to justify it? Boy, I know that such a tyrant. Every time I ride it, every time I ride this, I don't like to sit up in the saddle, boy, I got it.
Hey, welcome to Saturday, my last day. My last training day in my week of workouts for you guys. We are here back at Vice, obviously. It is currently 2 p.m., 1:45, 2 p.m.-ish. I walked for 25 minutes and I talked to my sister on the floor here for like an extra 15. So we have been stalling a little bit. But right now, they're playing Suicide Boys again, like they were on Monday. So this is fun. But we are going to hit legs. Like I said, this is my last training day of the week. Saturday, Sunday is a full rest day for me. Woke up and did my 45 minutes of cardio on the elliptical this morning, got that out the way. So now I just have to worry about training and eating and a couple more steps to finish out my day. Today on the agenda, we have hamstring curls. Today's overall glutes and hams. My leg days are pretty much like a little bit of everything every single day. Seated hamstring curls, leg extensions, high, wide leg press, hip thrust, stiff leg deadlift, and calf raises. That's what we're about to do today. Saturday is like a pretty moderately, like in terms of time, it's like a moderate length leg day. Like I said, I think Thursdays are definitely my longest because I have so much like unilateral stuff to do. So I tend to knock out this leg day rather quickly and effectively. I woke up feeling pretty decent this morning in terms of like my sickness. I got almost 9 hours of sleep last night, which was great. Definitely really needed that. And my score on my Oura Ring was a lot better this morning than it has been literally all week. We're just gonna get an effective, not easy, but like an effective solid session in. I am a little hungry, so we need to get going because like I said, it's a little later. It's 2 p.m. We're not gonna be out of here for a while. So yeah, we gotta lock in. Let's get this going. We're back on this machine. We're gonna start off with, oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna start off with hamstring curls and then we're gonna go straight into leg extensions, superset those, and carry on from there.
I pull up in these clothes, look so good. Cause I'm in that hoe. You know, all these songs sound good. Cause I'm on that hoe.
Going in with the leg extensions now. You want to make sure that with everything that you're doing with these machine exercises, that you're going slow enough to feel the contraction. Every movement you want to do, you want to be able to feel the contraction all the way through like this. Don't be rushing your reps. We are now going into the high and wide leg press. So high and wide is going to be like all the way up here. It's going to target more of the glute and the adductors. Glutes is the high and adductors are the wide. A lower stance is going to be mostly quads because you're going to allow your knee flexion to happen and your knees are going to come like over your toes, and that's going to allow for more quad engagement, and that's going to be more quad engagement. And then when you have your feet higher up, your knee kind of stays more put. You'll find that your shin is going to stay pretty perpendicular to your foot. It's not going to move around very much, and your hips are what's going to actually be doing more of like the bending as opposed to your knee. So again, high and wide, glutes and adductors, and then we'll move on to the dreaded hip thrust. I hate hip thrusting. Let's just, again, lock in, get it going. The quicker I get started, the quicker I finish. That's pretty much the mindset for this entire week of training. I'd like to start off this clip by saying that if the hip thrust has 0 haters, it means that I'm dead. That being said, we're gonna hip thrust. Just because we hate an exercise doesn't mean that we're gonna avoid it completely. Typically, the exercises that we hate to do the most are the ones that we need to improve on. And I can acknowledge that. My hip thrust technique is not the best. I am working on getting it better. I can't have massive glutes, unfortunately, without hip thrusting. You hate it, but you're gonna get it done. That's kind of half the name of bodybuilding, you know. Let's hip thrust with the Suicide Boys playing. Do whatever you gotta do, but get it done. Come on, don't be a little fucking bitch.
Let it begin. I'll be pulling up in a 92 DeVille Cadillac with them boys losing my mind. Be beastin', an American. I don't need no friends. I've been thugging for my American life, flights in these deep flawless skies. The deep end, such a heathen. Why they let me outside? I put a leaf in. Bring that beat in. Down the block, knocking Basquiat's off the wall. Oh, that's how I ball. Cleanse me of my sins.